don't even know where to start with this thing. Well, hey everyone, my name is Jensen. I'm back with another League of Legends video, and in this video I just kind of wanted to highlight and also sort of complain about ARAM game I ran into yesterday. I was just casually playing an ARAM with one of my friends about 3 AM or so, just looking to finish off the night on a high note. And turns out I was very mistaken. So me and my friend loaded in this ARAM game, and we were just casually playing, going about our own business, and all of a sudden about 3-ish minutes into the game, our ping just all of a sudden shot through the roof into like the 300 to 500 and eventually like the 800 range. And I personally have not ran into a DDoS in a while, so it kind of caught me off guard for a minute, because I wasn't sure if it was just the servers going up, because a lot actually over the last 12-ish hours, League of Legends as a whole have had server issues. Since I can remember last, they had, I'll pull it over real quick, they had a notification up here, warning about the possible high latency service quality notification, saying that there was a lot of traffic on the server itself, and they've been having issues with having to keep up with it, I guess. But personally, I have never really ran into it. It's been up there for probably like 3 weeks or so, and it wasn't really until yesterday, for instance, I logged on to play some League, and the first game I played, I had over, like, I think it was 126 ping or something. I usually sit at about 27, so it was nowhere near what it should have been. And it wasn't like it was my internet lagging, because it was at a constant 100 something. Like, it wasn't moving, it stayed at that exact number. And see right here is when our ping all of a sudden jumps up.
It's the same for me.
And at first I thought it was just me, because my server, like maybe my internet was funky or something. But immediately, as I was in the call with my friend, he was like, he was obviously a little confused too, because it's a little above just average ping spike, because it goes up to the 800s right here. And at the same time, it was my whole team except for the Twisted Fate on my team. I didn't disconnect at first, everyone on my team did, and I was lucky enough to still be in the game, although I'd like to say I would much rather just disconnect and have this game get over with, but I was still connected, and eventually I could tell that it definitely wasn't a server issue, because their team is still fully playing the game, not lagging much at all. Like, I don't even have enough connection to the game to be able to auto attack things properly or use abilities when I would need to use them. And then right here I get hit with the trying to reconnect and whatnot, and then eventually I see I get kicked out of the game, and I have to reconnect. But it was a little fishy, because there was only one person on my team that was not disconnecting, which is the Twisted Fate, while their whole team was still playing and not having any lag issues. I also found out after the game that we were playing against a 5-man. I was looking to see maybe if there was an oddball of the team, maybe it was a 4-man and there was one guy queued up by himself. And you know, I just kind of found it rather ridiculous, because it's an ARAM game. Like, if I had the ability to DDoS, although I would never do such a thing, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, it's very unfair, it's just nothing cool about it. But if I was ever gonna think about running a DDoS, wouldn't you do it in like a ranked game or something? A game that actually has meaning, rather than just a random ARAM game? You know, I just found it absolutely crazy. It was something else. And the worst part about this whole thing is that at the very end of the game, let me see if I can find it. See, all of us are still disconnecting, and they're killing towers and killing us. At the very end of the game, right here, once the minions finally end it, because they just can't end it themselves because they're fucking hacking and shit. But right here, see, the game ended, and there's always like a victory or defeat logo that pops up here, and right at the bottom there's a continue button. But there was none of that. Like, I sat here for a minute and it didn't appear, so I just hit Alt F4 and manually left the game. And then right after, then I got hit with this screen telling me how I legit fully disconnected from League of Legends, and it was still waiting for me to reconnect. And I sat here for a minute and it didn't go away, so I ended up having to exit the whole client. I couldn't report anybody on the other team. And it was the same for my other friend that I was playing with. I asked him, I was like, hey, did you get hit with this thing as well? Like, I wanted to report the guys on the other team for DDoSing. He was like, no, like, the game didn't close for me as well, like similar to this part, how it just had this screen and he couldn't close out of it, so he just waited for it to time out. And then when it did, he got hit with the reconnect button, like the game was still going on. And, you know, I don't know, it's just shit like this makes the game just, it's not fun when people have to play like this.
Cool.
And I guess I've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with it.
Wait, what?
I haven't ran into something like this, but I don't know. It just makes the game so unenjoyable. It's just, I don't know. But here are the names of the guys in the game. I don't know. I might post this to Reddit as well. Just, I want Riot to see this and do something about it, because it's just a stupid part of the game. I know a while ago they got rid of DDoSing, and it hasn't been a thing for a while, but I guess it still is. I don't know. But I know for a fact it wasn't me or my friend here. The Twisted Fate was another one that didn't disconnect, so maybe it was him. I don't know, but I don't know. I just hope something's done. It very unhealthy for the game, and it's not fun. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.